chị đang bán hàng trên Amazon. Skyrock cung cấp các dịch vụ dành cho các nhà bán hàng trên Amazon với mức giá cực kỳ ưu đãi. We đang give brand với USBTO từ Helium10 to Training Scout, Logistics và Warehouse. Xem thêm thông tin chi tiết dưới phần mô tả nhé.
In that last video, we showed you how to create your market. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you what your market is going to look like once it's been created. Now, I'm actually going into one of my older coffin shelf markets here. So it's kind of been already going for quite a while, but you'll get the picture because it's going to be very similar to what you're going to look at with your brand new market. So the first thing here is once you enter your market for the first time, you're going to see the products that you had selected show up here on the bottom widget here. All right, it'll tell you how many products total. Now, if you remember on that one coffin shelf one, I only added about like 4 or 5 products, so that's all that it would show right here. If there's already pending suggestions, it'll let me know. I'm going to show you exactly what the pending suggestions are. Now, the first thing that you need to do is for the products that are your own products, select "This is my product." That is important so that you know you are tracking your own product, so that you can see what your piece of the pie is up here, which we're going to get into in just a couple of minutes. All right. So make sure to select "This is my product." Another very important thing, guys, when you're adding ASINs here, only select one ASIN, a child ASIN, per variation. Like, for example, if I want to actually look at this ASIN, I would click on it, right? And it's just going to take me to the actual Amazon page, and you'll see there are 2 variations here. There's a large and a small shelf combo, and there's just a large shelf. I am not going to add this combo because remember, the way that Amazon shows variation BSR, or which is how we base our sales, estimated sales, is based on the variation as a whole. So if I were to enter in both of those ASINs, both of those variations right here, this number would be duplicated. And you don't want that, guys. You don't want that. So just put one child item per variation. All right, so again, you have only selected one of your variations, if there is a variation, and of course your competitor, same thing. Only do one variation per main listing if there is a variation, okay? Now, in the first video, I showed you, what some of these mean, like the power score, the estimated sales. If I want to see the history on some of these, and if it's available, that will be available right here on this graph. So like, for example, if I want to see the review history of this product, I would just hit that, and then I could see the number of reviews and the rating that it has as well, going back 90 days, 1 year, or all time. If I want to hide it again, I'll go ahead and click that chart button again. If you have any questions about any of this, let me know. Now, let's say you made a mistake and you added a product that you don't want on here. Well, I would hit this button right here, and then I would hit ignore. All right. Another thing you can do is I can view this product on Amazon, and I can also run Cerebro on this product to get their top keywords. Now let's go ahead to the top of this screen and analyze this market. All right. So the market volume is estimated $53,000 of sales per month. Where is this coming from? Basically, all of the ones that I have approved to be officially part of this market, it is taking the estimated revenue and adding it all up. And then you can see over time, this is actually, changing, it goes higher, goes lower, etc. And the number of products, I can actually see how many I am tracking here. So it looks like somebody added a whole bunch of products to this database, and I'm probably gonna have to take some of these out. They probably shouldn't have done that. A lot of people are playing around with this account. So I'm gonna probably put this one down, but I guarantee I shouldn't have added 30 products in one go here, all right? Right here, let's say this was the full market volume, 53,000, right? My market share is 18.8%. Now, how does it know that? Well, it knows that because I selected "This is my product" for some of these ones down here so that it can actually take what my market share is, all right? 18.8%, and you'll see that right here in this piece of the pie. And here are the other top ones who I'm competing against. So as you can see, this is pretty good. I've got the biggest single market share than any of my top competitors, which is what you want, right? what is made up of this 18.8%? Well, it's my estimated sales, which is not taken from your profits, but it's actually just taken from our estimation algorithm that X-Ray uses, so that we're comparing apples to apples. So it's about $10,000, and if you were to calculate that out, 10,000 out of 53,000 is about 19%. Now, as you can see here, this blue is my market share. So there were times where I had 100% of the market because everybody else was out of stock, right? And I can see it's gone actually down over time, which is not great. But hey, there's a lot of competitors now on the coffin shelf. Now, if I wanted to zoom in, I can just click and drag, as you saw, and I can zoom into a certain period of time. If I want to go back to the all view, I would hit the reset button up there. Now, you're going to see some suggestions here, okay? These suggestions are based on those main keywords that you entered. This is what's cool about Market Tracker, guys. What we are doing is we're analyzing your niche. And if there's a new player, there's a new mover or shaker in your niche, we're going to let you know about it so that you don't have to go checking your main keywords every day and seeing if there's any new products. We're going to give you a heads up. So this is a great way to kind of make sure that if there's new movers and shakers who might be gunning for your position. So for example, it's asking me, do I want to track or ignore this new product? And I'm taking a look here, and it's a coffin shelf. So I wasn't tracking this for whatever reason. So I'm like, Yeah, I do want to track that. So now it's going to give me the data on this product. And now my market volume and market share are changed. I went down by only 0.1%. So obviously, they weren't a big seller. You can see here that they're not selling much at all. Now here's another product here. Black Magic Witch Moon Phases Acrylic. All right, there's some mirrors. Now, do you think I want to track this? I could. Maybe if I'm looking at the broad niche, I want to track this. But in this particular instance, I only want to track actual coffin shelves. So in my mind, I don't want this being considered part of my market. So I would hit ignore. But here's something I want to let you guys know. And this is why this is so valuable. Before you hit ignore here, something that you should do is maybe make a note of this ASIN. If I'm selling coffin shelves, this is kind of like a spooky looking moon shelf. Could a customer who is interested in coffin shelves potentially be interested in this? Absolutely. So how can I use this information? Before I delete this, maybe I'm going to take note of this, and I want to add this to maybe a product targeting PPC campaign to try it out. Or maybe I'm looking for product line extensions, and some of these products that aren't coffin shelves, like a skull lamp or a Moonstar shelf, these might be potential products that I could, have as my next product for Manny's Mysterious Oddity. So that's something that's so cool about Market Tracker, is it is giving me ideas for new products, even if I'm going to go ahead and ignore. Now, if I have a bunch here that I want to ignore, I don't want to click this one by one. I'm just going to select this box right here. And let me just go select ones that I want to ignore. And I'm going to ignore this. I don't know why somebody added this. This is not a coffin shelf, so I'm going to ignore that. And I'm going to ignore this too. And then what I do is at the very top here, I'm going to hit ignore. And then once I do that, they're going to disappear from this list. Now, they were never being tracked up here. One of them was, remember that coffin light holder, but now they disappeared from down here. So this, guys, is a super, super valuable tool. I mean, there's companies in other industries who pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for something like this. Now, we actually came out with like this kind of tool that's on steroids, and that's called Market Tracker 360. So if you want to get more information on that, like if you're a huge brand and you want some super, super specific information that goes even way deeper than this, like for example, going into all of the products in your entire subcategory on Amazon, make sure to reach out to customer service to find out more information on how Market Tracker 360 could be a good fit for you. But for the majority of you sellers, this old school Market Tracker here is going to help you track how you're doing compared to your competitors and on the keyword and on the sales side. And also it's going to give you some good PPC product ideas that you can target, and some general product line extension ideas for your brand due to the way our algorithm works and how we detect kind of movers and shakers that are very relevant to those keywords that you selected. So I hope you guys get a lot of use out of this tool. You're definitely going to get some benefit if you are checking your market regularly and making sure to check the suggested products that you need to add or ignore in your market. We'll see you in the next set of videos.
Anh chị đang bán hàng trên Amazon. Skybox cung cấp các dịch vụ dành cho các nhà bán hàng trên Amazon với mức giá cực kỳ ưu đãi. Vì đăng ký brand với USBTO từ Helium10, từ Trên cao, logistics và warehouse. Xem thêm thông tin chi tiết dưới phần mô tả nhé.